Yeah, we're on. Welcome to Life as I See It podcast. This is going to be a special edition. So this time is going to be Life as She Sees It. And so what does that mean? What does that mean is we got a special guest in the house and we got Miss Eve on the mic. Say something.
Hi, guys.
And then, of course, we got my boy Cosign Kev.
Yeah.
And then you got me, your boy HL. Basically what this episode is this is our once a month kind of thing that I want to do, where it's like the episode is more geared towards like women issues, things like that. And the best way to do that, in my opinion, is to invite a woman on the show so that we can discuss said issues. Because look, like I told y'all before in the past, I'm not finna mansplain nothing. I'm not finna try to pretend like I know all y'all's problems. Yes, I grew up with two sisters, but that don't mean shit. I'm still a man. I still don't get it. Okay, so I'm just gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, I got three, so yeah.
You said what?
I said I got three, so yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, you can grow up with them. You can understand a fair amount, but you just never know. So we got Eve on here to, go ahead and clarify some things for us. So how you want to introduce yourself? What do you want to start with? Where you want to go with this?
Oh,
this your time, girl. You got to the floor.
This your time.
I don't know. Should we start with assholes on the internet?
Oh man, that's a big one, especially for women. That's a huge one.
Oh
that's
God.
a huge one. So
man.
we can definitely start there. So what kind of tell me, as a woman, like being on the internet, you're on dating sites, like I know y'all get like 1 million dick pics a day.
Oh my God.
Every guy that tries to talk to you is like, ooh, we need to fuck. Like, it's always got to be something sexual. So, kind of give us some insight on that. Like, as a woman being on the internet, how does that, what's like a typical day?
It's like being a guppy in a Shark Tank, I guess you could say. You get guys that lie. You get guys that will be nice to you in 2 seconds. And then 5 seconds later, they're like, so, want to see my dick? And you're like, hard pass.
Oh my God.
Hard pass.
That's so crazy.
Oh, what about, do you get the ones that try to hit on you and like they shower you with all kinds of compliments, and then the moment you say
no, they're like, well, you were fat anyway, bitch.
Right.
Thanks.
It's like, bitch, you knew that when you jumped into my DMs.
Thank you. I never hid the fact that I was
crazy.
fat.
That shit always
Thanks.
crazy, man.
That shit is crazy. Oh, but there is one thing. So you sent me this link about this one guy in particular. So I don't even know what that dude's name is, but who the fuck cares? So there's some dude online that basically he tweeted about how to be a beautiful woman. All right. So do you want me to read the list, or you want to read the list?
I can read the list, and I'll try to be as feminine as possible.
You go right on ahead.
Number 1, be thin. Be able to cook. Have long hair. Wear makeup. Be feminine.
Wow.
Be graceful. Be sensual. Shave. This should be without saying.
He put that in parentheses, y'all.
Wow.
Be fashionable. Wear pink and feminine colors. Love men. Listen to men. Stay classy, ladies.
And that's how we ended it, y'all.
Wow.
So there's your list, ladies. If y'all need to know how to be a beautiful woman, if you just can't stand to look at yourself in the mirror and you're just like, God damn, how can I be more pretty, more beautiful to a man? There's your list right there. You do those things, and I guarantee you'll have men banging down your door and your walls.
They'll be all up in you.
Right.
I mean, on you.
Right. You're right. I'm sorry. Did I speak wrong? I spoke wrong. Now, there's a lot of things that we could dissect just in that list alone, right? Now, my thing is wear pink. Wear pink in feminine colors. Mm-hmm. Nigga, what are those?
Right.
Can you tell me? Like, I almost want to ask him the list. Can you give me the list of the feminine colors that you speak of?
Does chartreuse count?
Right.
Or is that too green?
What the fuck is periwinkle? Right. He probably don't even know that.
Right.
Cornflower?
Oh shit.
I'm bringing all the Crayolas out.
Right. So of course, we know that the list made a lot of people go ape shit, which I can understand why.
Right.
So of course, typical troll, he did trolling 101. He decided to defend his stance even more, and then he took it further. So then he says that you can learn more about how to be a feminine and beautiful woman that men want on my newsletter. Remember, only a man can tell a woman how to act.
Wow.
Oh my God. I'm laughing because it's hysterical as fuck that people actually think like this.
Right?
Oh, it gets worse. Oh, he said you can use this list. So for men out there who actually that believe, the kind of shit that this guy's into, you can use his list to vet women. And if you show them this list and they become angry, that just lets you know that they are, what do you say, harpies?
Harpies.
What the fuck is a harpy?
So it's like, I believe it's a mythical character, and they're kind of like undead, and they have sharp fangs, and they're really ugly.
Oh, I get where he's going with that. So basically, they're zombie-like creatures that you never want to breed with, and that they would be terrible mothers. And then he says, "Stay woke, kings." What? Like,
Oh, wait, and he added, if you read this post and you're mad, you're probably fat and should lose some weight.
oh yes, he did. Oh yeah, yes, he did. He said, based on these replies, a lot of you poor women sound like you're underfucked. That is unfortunate. Okay, guys, look, I'm gonna let y'all know right now. I'm gonna post this picture on the YouTube version of this video because y'all know if y'all watch the YouTube, I usually put like pictures of what I'm talking about. Wait till you see this dude. Like, he looks like, and no, I'm not just saying this because he's a douchebag. I'm saying this because he actually looks like this. Like, he looks like an off-brand, like Kmart version of like a Thor toy.
Oh my God.
Like Thor, you know what I mean? Like,
I feel like he looks like a less hairy version of the Geico Neanderthal.
oh shit, you're right. He does. That's a better one.
He's a little less hairy, but the brow is the same.
Right. So we should definitely, when we post a picture, ladies, especially ladies, I want y'all to let me know what y'all think he looks like, because I'm gonna post this picture on there. So then he also encouraged women to contact him so that he could teach them how to be attractive.
Wow.
But he then added that he only talks to women who are on an 8+ or 8+ on a 10 scale. So ladies, if you want to, but here's my thing. Like, first of all, if you're an 8, what the fuck you need to talk to him for?
Right.
That's my thing. Like, that's how I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it like, if you're considering them an 8, then what the fuck?
Right.
What the fuck do they need to even talk to you for?
Right.
Like, who the fuck is you? Like, why is there men out there like this? Like, have you encountered, like, men, like, in real life, have you encountered men that think like this? That have expressed it?
I feel like when I was younger, I came across a lot of guys who were like, no, you're real pretty in the face if you were just a little skinnier, or if you were just girlier. I'm sorry that I like sports and I can drink you under the table. My bad.
Right.
That's a tough ass girl.
But what's funny though, now it's funny you say that, because dudes all the time will sit there and be like, man, like, if a woman just loved sports and could drink with me, like, and she could be like,
we could rule the world.
Right. They're like, oh yeah,
I'm
like,
right here, gentlemen. I'm right here.
Right. She's right here. She's right here, you guys.
Right.
We'll put out her social media at the end.
Don't do that.
She said no, not today. So in case y'all don't know, so like you kind of can get the feel. So Eve is a bigger woman. So she's thick. She got that. So I mean,
You're welcome.
No, the reason why I bring that up is because that's a whole other topic in itself, just in society.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I know, like, one of the things that you like, just today actually, I saw you post a picture, like a meme about like women's jeans.
Why we get so fucking frustrated and never need to shop or want to shop, for that matter.
Right. So she posted a meme about jeans, and it was showing like, I was like 10 different pairs of jeans or something like that. It was a bunch of different pairs of jeans made by a bunch of different people. Mm-hmm. Excuse me. And it said that all of them were a size 12. But when you saw them lined up, they literally all looked like they were various sizes. I would have never guessed that they were all size 12. Right. This is an issue for women, like in the fashion world. And so like so I heard you kind of like explain like why you think that is. Because I'm thinking to myself, why don't they just make some kind of like standard of measurements or something, or some kind of standard that they can go with, kind of like how they do men's clothes.
Yeah, but that would mean that they would all be put like on a like equal platform, and I think that's not what they want. Like, some designers will purposely make their clothes smaller to make you feel less than if you don't fit into them.
Right.
And that's actually a ploy. And so a lot of designers, I think, feed into this culture of like, you should be skinny, and only skinny people wear luxurious shit, and only skinny people look good, and only skinny people deserve the best.
Right.
And in wrestling, it's not healthy.
You say, oh yeah, well we know that, but you see somebody else and they're like, oh, she's hot.
And then you also have like different cultures too. Like in the United States, we pride ourselves in being thinner, I guess, and it's not until just recently where people are like, oh, it's okay to be a little bit bigger. Like in Asia, everybody's like smaller. If you're bigger, it's weird. Mm-hmm, and like, yep. I can't tell you how many times I've bought something off the internet and I have to be like, is that Asian sizes or American?
That's so true. No, on some real shit, but that's even for dudes, because like I was in Korea. When I was in the military, I was in Korea, and everybody used to tell me like, oh man, shopping out there is so cheap. Like, you should shop for clothes when you get out there. I tried, but they make Asian man clothes, and I'm not trying to say like in a racist way, but everything like an XL was like really a medium.
Right, and for women, a 3X is like a medium.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking 3X US sizes, I'm going to be swimming in this shit, and I buy it, and I get it, and I can't get my thigh into it. Like,
right. You're like, then you end up doing that, what I asked for versus what I got.
Maybe if I put some butter on my thighs, I can just slide it up.
I don't understand that, though. Like, I feel like it's just, and I hear you where you said you can't really make a standard, but there's got to be a way, because they kind of do it for men, where they have a standard of like jeans, where it's not like the jean sizes for men from brand to brand isn't gonna vary too much.
No, they vary slightly because like inseam or the make, or you know how it's presented. It's not like ridiculous, like a 4-inch difference.
Right. But I feel like that picture you showed me, there was some huge differences.
There was a big, huge differences there.
Like, some of them looked like they were a size like 18,
wow.
And then some of them looked like there was a size like 9.
Yeah.
Like, they just didn't look like they were all one fucking size. But you know what's funny? It's interesting that you pointed that out, because when Tyra Banks had her show, she did an experiment, a social experiment, where she had women stand in front of, like, she had them stand in front of a storefront window in New York. And they were wearing just like panty and bra, like just so that you could see their shape and their build. And it was like 10 or 15 different women. And she had people walk by and like tell them like, okay, what size do you think she is? Or what size do you think she wears? Mm-hmm. And they did that. And she did it for every single person that, you know, was up there. Everybody was saying that they were all different sizes. All of them wore the same sizes. Mm-hmm. All of them.
Yep.
And I was like, that just goes to show you, though, that the number on the scale doesn't necessarily tell you how someone carries it.
Right.
Because it's all about how you carry the weight. You could be 150, you could be 150, I could be 150, but how different is that 150 gonna fucking look?
Right.
So that's why I always find it so stupid when dudes are like, I can't date a girl that's like higher than 130. It's like, but you don't even know how she's carrying that 130 though.
Right.
Like, so what are you really thinking?
Also, being like 5 foot probably in 130, you're still a thick girl. So you're
exactly.
If your whole thing is I only date skinny girls and you're saying 130, you're not really putting into consideration, is it 130 lean and muscular or 130 all fluff?
Right. That's true. That's very true. So my thing is, if you're gonna say, just say you want to fuck a skinny bitch. Just
right.
Please, just say that. Like,
just say the reality of it. Right. I don't want to fuck a fat bitch. Like, okay, well then we don't want to fuck you either, bro.
Can't handle it. Send them over to me. So, yeah, I just think that whole thing is just ridiculous. I'm not with it. I hate it. And that dude is a fucking douchebag. I don't even know. I don't know if he was for real. That's what the thing is for me, is that, like, was he serious?
I think he
or was he just doing it for
this.
likes and retweets? I'm gonna say that he meant it, personally.
Well, he did offer to hate fuck women, so...
Oh, even better. So he just added to his douchebag.
So if you hate me...
Right.
I am willing to hate fuck you.
Oh, even better. Well, speaking of that, so since he wants to be hated, so this is what happens to men who act like this. So there was a woman who had a murder conviction for murdering her husband. She went to jail for 8 years for it, and it got thrown out. All right? Now, why did that happen? They said that it was because basically, let me tell y'all a story though real quick. This is an interesting story. So her husband, they were still together, and her husband wanted bacon and eggs for breakfast. All right. So she had to go to the store, and so when she got back, she had a feeling, women's intuition, which I firmly believe in. She had an intuition that he had been sent out, that she had been sent to the store only so that to get her out of the house. And then when she checked his phone, she found out that he had been talking to someone else, like some other woman. Mm-hmm. So she went ahead and she asked him about it, and guess what his response was?
Don't question me.
Oh, don't question me, Sally. That's how you know she white. I'm just joking. So he said, don't question me, right?
Right.
So, don't question me, Sally. Oh, okay. So she went ahead and fed him the breakfast. And as he was eating, she just politely retrieved a hammer from a handbag. And then she struck him over the head 20 times.
Holy crap.
Oh, but wait. To hasten his death, she shoved a tea towel into his mouth. And then she wrapped him up in old curtains and blankets. And then she left a note on his body that says, I love you, Sally.
Wow.
To all you douchebags dudes out there, keep fucking with these women. Keep fucking with these women and think that you in power, because you might be eating breakfast one day and you're gonna have a hammer come across your dome. I'm just saying.
I'm just telling you, had that been a minority woman, it wouldn't have taken 20 years.
It did take a long time. Wait, I'm sorry. I missed a couple of details. After she did all that, she went and washed the dishes. She got back into her car, and then she just went home. So she went home. They were married but they had split up because she had caught him cheating. So she had another place, and she had her child. He was 23 years old, which he was still living at the crib. Like, nigga, why? Anyways, moving on. So basically, she went home, and then she told her son that she loved him. She was gonna end her life, all this other stuff. Anyway, she didn't end up doing it. She got convicted in 2011. 8 years later, they turned over her conviction, and they vacated it, and they said it's a landmark decision. They said the case made legal history. And this is all in Britain. This isn't even in the United States. This is in Britain.
Of course.
But they said, this is marking the first. What do you mean, of course?
Because shit always happen weird stuff, man.
It's only the Brits. It's
Right,
only
he's
the
like,
Brits.
the Brits are fucked up. Driving on the
All
wrong side
other
of the
people
road,
normal.
like,
Why can't you drive like normal folk?
what's wrong with them, Lord? What's wrong with them?
They drive on the wrong side.
They said that this is the first time that a court had considered a defense based on what's called a coercive control, which is abusive behavior designed to harm, punish, or frighten a victim as a form of domestic violence. So
It's basically what happens to hostages who have been in a situation for a really long time.
Yeah.
Oh, he also did a punishment rape one time because she had a male friend of hers, and you know, in over there in overseas, they kiss each other on the cheek, like, oh, I'll see you later, mwah, mwah, like that. This dude did that, and he did punishment rape. He raped her because he did that. Meanwhile, this nigga's fucking everybody else. Like, he fucking other bitches, like literally sticking his penis in other vagina. This nigga gave her a greeting, like send off, and he rapes her. So this dude did a lot of shit. So honestly,
all the shit that he got.
yeah. Oh well, she met him when she was 15. See, this goes.
And he was treating her like shit, wasn't he? For like.
Yes, he was. He met her when he was in
even...
Yeah, she grew loyal to him, and she said that she would arrive at his flat after school and do chores for him. And then he continued to see other women while he was having her do that. And then when she challenged him about it early in the relationship, he pulled her down the stairs and threw her out the door. And she still married him in 1979.
Yeah. Felt that.
So, Eve, I have to ask,
Wow.
as a woman, if you were in that situation, I mean, do you think that they should have overturned the decision? First off, based off of what we know.
Yes. just because like you don't have anything, like there's nothing else that you can possibly do other when you're in that situation. How else are you supposed to get out of your situation?
Right.
You can run away, but they always find you.
Yes, they do. Typically.
You can tell others, but who's to know they won't turn on you? And then the legal system fucking sucks most of the time.
Hell yeah.
So, I mean, if that were me, I would have been a little bit smarter and not had the body found, but, you know, whatever. She did what she had to do. I'm for it.
This is why we're not giving out her contact info at the end, y'all. But on some real shit, no, I completely agree with you. I feel like cases like these, I feel like you've pushed the woman to the point where she snapped. That's essentially what happened. And it was just the last fucking straw.
Yeah. And a lot of people will tell you, well, she married him, but you know, she was still a teenager. Your brain doesn't stop developing until you're like 25.
Right.
So, I mean, she was still a kid. She was already being manipulated, and you don't know what her history is growing up either. So that could have played a factor into it.
Right.
Maybe that's what she was used to growing up with. But the fact remains, like, you shouldn't treat another human being that way, and good for her. But
Yeah.
I can't believe it took her 20 years.
Right. It sucks that she had to go through all that. I hear you. But I feel like that's the ultimate revenge. I mean, in my opinion, like, I know they say, like, oh, revenge isn't, like, always as sweet as you think and all this stuff. I feel like in her situation, though, and when women are in an abusive situation, sometimes, like what you said, Eve, like, that's your only way out.
Right.
Like, that's literally your only way out is you got to kill that motherfucker. Like,
Kill him before you
there
kill
ain't
you?
nowhere else to go with it. Like, you like either he gonna die or I'm gonna die because he's, you know what? I feel like if she wouldn't have done that, she would have ended up dead. Because that's typically what happens in these, because the abuse gets more.
Right.
It gets more intense over time.
Yeah, or he would have pushed her to the point where she would have ended her own life.
Which in my eyes, I feel like he still killed her.
Right.
At that point.
Right.
I feel like the abuser needs to be what's the word I'm looking for? Guilty of that.
Right.
Like, they need to accuse him of that.
Yeah, hold them accountable.
Yeah, hold him accountable for that shit. Because I'm sorry, I'm old school with this. I don't feel like hitting women is the thing to do. It's not cool. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's really not. Now, like I said, I know everybody's gonna be like, well, what if she coming at you? Blah, blah, blah. Like, coming. I mean, come on, bro. There's plenty of things that you can do to protect yourself without hitting someone.
Right.
There's a lot of self-defense mechanisms and techniques that you can do that doesn't involve fucking jabbing a bitch in the fucking mouth. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm just still like... I mean,
And also, as a dude, you should realize, like, yeah, like, you can have a tough-ass bitch come at you, but at the end of the day, like, most men are physically stronger than women anyway, so you shouldn't be like, well, she came at me first. Motherfucker, you got like 100 pounds on her. Really?
Right. Thank you.
Really?
Exactly. I was scared for my life.
Shut up.
Now, if she had a big-ass machete...
Oh, you mean Eve style.
Right.
Okay.
Is she like going Jason Voorhees on you? Then yes, absolutely. I can see you being scared for your life.
Right.
But if she coming at you just hitting you with her fist, like just trying to like swing on you,
Come on, man.
I mean,
Come on
you
now.
be alright. You be alright, nigga. Like, figure it out.
Take a little black eye. Once in a
Right.
while.
I'm just saying.
I mean, it'll set you straight. I promise.
tell everybody you ran into a doorknob.
Right. I ran into the door. It was half open. It was ajar.
I ran into the door.
Oh my god, it was a jar. Oh my god. So have you seen, off topic, I know, but I have to talk about this. Can somebody tell me why the fuck we need a folding phone? Can somebody please tell me why?
Oh my god.
This is a thing. Like, this is happening, you guys. Like, I'm telling y'all, this is happening. So Samsung came out with it, and I'm saying this because Eve has she's in love with Samsung. She loves her Android phone.
Give it to me. A foldable phone. So I don't put it in my back pocket and break it. I don't know any other reason why I need a foldable phone.
There's really no reason for it. Like, honestly, it doesn't. Here's the problem. But see, there's a lot of problems that they're having with the foldable phones. First of all, the
you're
glass.
folding the screen. Duh.
Well, yeah. That means the screen isn't even really glass.
Right.
It's plastic, which means that you're degrading the quality. And they said that because of that, you're more likely to get scratches and things like that on your
Fuck
screen.
the scratches. What about the crease from the folding?
Wait, I'm about to get there. Hold on, you're absolutely right. So apparently the Samsung Fold, they said that it can take about 10,000 folds before it starts to
And then you
crease.
gotta get a new phone.
And they said you got to get a new screen, but they said that you can get the screen replaced and that they're actually thinking about doing free screen replacements. I was like, bitch, you better.
Right.
Because you made this bullshit. My thing is, I think it's a fad. I don't think it's going to stick around.
Yeah.
I personally don't think it's going to stay around. Because I know that there's a lot of other companies now trying to jump on the train and they're trying to make an actual glass like folding phone, but they're saying it is so hard, especially with touchscreens because of the sensors.
Right.
Yeah.
The sensors aren't gonna work as good when you have to allow it to fold. What is the fucking point? I just don't see why we need a folding phone.
That's like a new version of a flip phone. I don't want a fucking
That's
flip
what I'm
phone.
saying.
Right, exactly. And speaking of that, apparently Motorola is trying to recreate the Razr, but they're trying to make it all touchscreen is going to be a foldable phone like the Razr was.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
Shut
like
up, Motorola.
I know.
Shut up.
This is why Motorola hasn't sold cell phones since the Razr.
Right.
Shut up.
Right, like the last hot phone they had was back when Paris Hilton was hot.
That's stupid.
Like when she was like, "That's hot." Like, that was the last. I remember when do you remember when the Dolce and Gabbana Razr phone that came out?
Oh god.
It was $500.
Which is nothing now.
Nothing now, yeah, but for a flip. But if you think about what it was a
Right.
fucking flip phone.
Right.
That I could slam when I got angry. I don't want to talk to you anymore. Slap.
That was honestly the best part of having a flip phone back in the
Right.
day. It's like you could mean that I hung up. Like now it's like you just hit the screen. But that's not as effective. I want you to know I'm mad.
I mean, like
Right.
when we had landlines, we could slam
yeah,
it.
slamming. You always hear that click.
Click. Hey, but you could hear it clank. You're like,
Right. That's what the
that's how
Razr.
angry I am at you.
Well, Eve would know. I'm sure she's had some
Oh
moments.
shit! I throw my what? How much did it cost? I have no idea. I throw it across the room when I'm mad, and I'll throw it at someone. Don't try me.
You talking about your phone now?
Yes.
Oh wow.
I have
you're
done
bold.
it one too many times.
Wow. So you must have an OtterBox.
I really trust my case.
You do, because I can't do that shit at all. No matter how
Oh.
mad you know what I do to cheat.
I have thrown my phone across the room to hit somebody square in the fucking face.
Wow.
Don't try me.
Oh my
Damn,
God.
she's a fucking goon.
Right.
I care about my stuff too much. Like even when I think about doing it, you know what I do to cheat? I'll throw it down like on my bed.
Right.
I don't give a fuck. I'll get a new one. I'll pay the $900.
Right.
I'm angry. I'm $900 angry at your ass.
hell no.
That's
$900.
how I do my controllers when I'm
Fuck all of that. I'm throwing that shit on the bed.
I do my controllers like that. I won't slap it on the floor, but I'll slap it on my bed.
Oh, the gamer boy over here. Oh yeah, she's like, oh, so you got a new gamer friend. So Eve got a Nintendo Switch recently, so she's turned into a gamer now.
Not even. Okay.
What she don't know is how she gonna get that ass with the Mario Kart. But moving on.
He don't know. He don't know. But anyway, I am not a gamer. I play less than 5 hours a day. But also remember, it's me running around in circles in the wild on Zelda. I gotta find shit.
Yeah.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know my struggle.
She's like, you don't know. You
don't
don't
know
know.
You don't know my
You
struggle.
don't know.
Oh, man.
I'm so sorry.
I forgot that you had to do so much with Zelda. You got
Right?
to.
Thank you. I'm like fucking tired already. I'm
my
like, I
God.
gotta feed this motherfucker. Gotta make sure he gets a nap. I gotta
Right?
find a horse for his ass. Oh, I gotta tame the horse. Mother.
Yeah.
What?
It's a new school. What is it?
No.
Tamagotchi?
It's a Tamagotchi.
Yeah.
I don't need a child anymore, guys. I have Zelda.
Right? Because you gotta take care
Right?
of this dumbass.
You gotta take care of your stupid dramatic
It's a
ass.
girl.
Zelda is a girl, but Link is a boy.
Right.
And that's who I have to,
So you're
Play the
using
game.
Link?
yeah.
Okay.
So Link's a little dramatic gay ass. Running through the wilderness
Oh goodness
in
gracious.
half pants. No big deal, guys.
In half pants?
Half
so
pants.
shorts?
Capris.
He wearing
You don't get
capris?
much gay than
This
that.
nigga wearing capris?
Yeah, man.
Oh shit, what the fuck? Wearing high waters and shit?
If I know gay, Capri is it. Like,
I
thank
mean,
you.
yeesh.
You're welcome.
Hijuela.
Oh my God.
Oh, Bernie Sanders is back on the map again,
yeah.
apparently.
I hope he doesn't die.
He is so,
He's so
old.
old.
I just realized how old he was. Like, I feel like the last campaign he didn't look that old, but
No?
now he looks old. Like,
Yeah.
now
I'm
here's
sorry.
I was rocking with Bernie on a lot of the things that he was saying until he said this. He wants to make one of his things that he's gonna run on is he wants to make minimum wage $15. Skirt. Pump them brakes hard.
Go home.
Why? Okay, I'm just gonna break this down. Look, I'm not, y'all know I'm not a political dude. I don't turn this into a political conversation. But just let's use common sense here. $15 for minimum wage. I don't care what somebody tells you. Making the minimum wage go up isn't gonna put more money in your pocket, because when they do that, all the companies now will raise their prices to match the minimum wage. So now your dumbass is just broker at a higher level.
Right.
Yeah, and here's what's gonna happen. Because you make $15 an hour, now you don't get any state benefits, because in the government's eyes, you're rich.
Right.
Dun dun dun.
Whoopsie. Hey, she works for the government, so she knows. No, but for real though, the $15, like, why do we keep trying to raise minimum wage? It's supposed to be that minimum.
Right.
Like, why do we keep raising minimum wage? Like, that's what I don't understand.
Also, if you can't figure out that I need ketchup with my fries, you should not be getting $15 an hour. Fuck you.
Oh my God.
Fuck you.
No, but she's right though. I feel like there's, if you're gonna give anybody a raise in their wage, I feel like it should be on a personal level.
Yes.
I feel like the manager should be better about rewarding the good employees that you do have.
Right.
Because here's my thing: if you got some teenager or some young person that's working at Mickey D's, it's not some like super fantastic job, but if that motherfucker gets the job done and he does it over and beyond everybody else, and he keeps his customers happy and all that other stuff,
Right.
then give that motherfucker a raise. But we don't need to raise minimum wage,
Right.
like altogether. I don't feel like that's what needs to happen.
It needs to be on an individual basis based on merit.
And based on skills.
Oh, yeah,
Right.
thank you.
Fucking
I did
skills.
not bust my ass in college for me to make the same thing as a dude working at the Wendy's drive-thru. Fuck you.
Hey, she got a fucking point right there. No,
Yeah,
on some
man.
real shit, you got a point. But here's my thing. People, stop voting for this minimum wage shit. I know it sounds good. It sounds good on paper. Yes, I went from making $10 an hour minimum wage, and now I'm making 15. Whoa, look at this big jump. But just realize this. Everything else you buy or purchase is going to go up as well.
Right.
So that means, again, you're just going to be broke at a higher level. So yeah, you got your little $15, but that shit's still going out the window, just like your $10 and less was.
Right.
Also, that just encourages us to continue being mediocre. So, elevate yourselves, bitches.
Ooh.
Elevate.
Damn.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Damn, and you heard it here first, people. I'm just saying, like, I can't rock with it. So as you can tell, Eva's with me on this one. No $15 minimum wage. We should take the $10 back down, because I was pissed. I was fucking pissed because I'm actually noticing, and I don't know about you, but I'm noticing the prices of stuff that I
Yeah.
normally buy have gone up when they used to be cheaper, and I'm sitting here thinking to myself, all because of this minimum wage shit. That's the only reason they've done it.
Right.
Like,
Yep.
they gotta recoup those prices. And if you think for 1 second that because you make $15 an hour on paper as a minimum wage, like, you think you're about to make some extra money, you're not.
Right.
Also, yeah, you don't realize how much your taxes go up too.
Right.
These people, right? Thank you. Like, I mean, really.
I make more money now, and I'm like, damn, really?
Right.
$500 a paycheck, but why?
It's just like what fucking Chris
Why,
Rock
America?
said.
Why?
It's like Chris Rock said. He's like, look, we don't pay taxes, they take tax.
Right,
Right.
they
He's
take
like,
it.
He's like,
I
you
never
get your check,
agreed.
money gone.
I never agreed. I
Right.
did not say, by the way, America, just take my money. No.
This is America.
Right. That's so crazy.
Speaking of America, Girl Scout cookies are on sale. Oh my
Girl
gosh.
Scouts.
Everywhere. Everywhere. I can't go to the store without these little kids rolling up on me like, you want
like
some cookies?
thugs.
Right.
Like
I'm-
thugs. Y'all want some cookies? Are you
Right.
sure you don't want some
Right.
cookies?
And of course they gotta send the cute little girl.
I know.
So that it's like, you can't say no to them. Well,
I know.
can, but.
Right.
I'm like, ooh, I wish I had cash. You're like, we got the Square app. I'm like, fuck.
Why the fuck you gotta be advanced?
What? Now here I am spending $16 on 4 boxes of cookies. Oh, my bad. Now it's 3 boxes of cookies because the prices went up.
Oh, got him.
Right.
Now here, I'm gonna say this though. I honestly have never really been that big of a fan of Girl Scout cookies. Their flavors I don't like.
You're like, they're dry, they're gross.
They're crunchy. They're crunchy cookies.
But
I'm
they're-
not a fan of crunchy cookies. I'm just not.
Even if I wasn't gonna eat the cookies, I would still be like, Girl Scouts, you the shit, and here's my money.
Nah, how about no? But I like the lemon ones. The ones that they never sell, or they sell them like every other year.
They're like, we don't make those anymore because they're crap.
They're good. Anyways, and then the dulce de leche ones. Those are bomb.
Do they make those here?
Yes.
Oh.
But they don't sell them every year. They're like a special, like, they're not one of their basic flavors like tagalongs, which are gross.
They might be
Fucking
now, actually.
shortbreads, which are fucking gross. Like, all the fucking...
The trick is you dip them in milk.
I don't like...
You don't fuck with milk. Okay,
No,
whatever.
I do fuck with milk. Girl, I'm a cereal connoisseur. I love milk. I ain't got no problems with milk. I just don't have...
Cookie hater, milk hater.
Oh my god.
What's your flavor of fucking Girl Scout cookies that you like? Like, which, like, top two? Which two would you get?
I'm gonna be a basic bitch and say the Samoas.
Oh, Lord.
Because I love the coconut. I could do without the chocolate in them, but whatevs. And they used to make this cookie in California. I don't think they do anymore. It was like a cranberry, like orange.
I've had that one. It is good.
They're the fucking shit.
They
and I
are
think
the
they
shits.
stopped making them.
They did stop making. See, why do you, I feel like
that
the
was
best
a good
flavors.
fucking cookie.
Yes.
I actually asked my brother to be a fucking thug and find some Girl Scouts and then mail these fucking cookies to me.
Oh.
Of course he didn't follow through, but that's how serious I was about those fucking cookies.
Yeah, man.
Right. Well, I mean, hey, maybe we'll see. Maybe they'll bring them back. Maybe we need to write them.
I'm gonna
See
write
what
to my
happens.
Congress cookie scout.
Yeah. Well, wait, are they called Girl Scouts anymore?
I don't
Because you know they got the whole Boy Scout, Girl Scout.
They are
changed
girl.
it.
They're still Girl Scouts. The Boy Scouts are only called the Scouts now, is what I heard. And someone was really hating on that one day. And I'm
There's
like,
a lot of
eh,
people that don't like
who
it.
gives a fuck? Scouts are scouts. They still show the same fucking Christian principles. That's what the Boy Scouts are.
Oh, speaking of Christians, a Christian teacher got caught having sex with a student.
Oh my god.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Oh, but this is a woman.
Nice.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. You fucking freak.
Now, here's
Another
the thing.
one.
That's her.
She is not cute.
Yeah, but she also fucked a teenager who was just like, I'm horny.
The
I can
teenager's like boobs.
Right, exactly. So
Vagina?
You got, right. Now, he was 15. So think
well.
about that.
Well,
And it's the whole
I
fantasy.
guess your options are limited.
Well, it's also
I
the
get
fantasy.
to fuck
of
my ugly teacher fantasy? I don't. Okay,
15.
fuck
I
you.
mean, come on, yeah. But
Okay,
here's the
fine.
thing,
I'll
like,
give it
I
to
feel
him.
like-
I'll give it to him.
So this is what happened. So she got arrested because the victim's father received an anonymous email alerting him of the relationship. So the email asked the boy's father if he knew that his son was in a sexual relationship with the teacher. And so then this person, whoever this person is, straight snitching, they sent him pictures of the email. So showed several photos attached to the email of his son and the teacher together. And so, of course, the dad reported to the police. And so they said that Child Protective Service, they said that the husband also filed a report with Child Protective Services after he found his wife and the boy partially clothed in their bed.
Wow.
What the fuck? Imagine you come into the crib and you see your girl in bed with one of her students. Like, what kind of shit is that? But then they said to the police
So
later.
did the husband send the dad the pictures? Is that who emailed?
No, they said it was an anonymous email to the victims.
Quotes unquote.
Right.
Anonymous.
Right.
Okay, all right.
But the police later found out that the teacher had sex with the boy on a regular basis from since 2016.
You guys, that was his bae.
That was his bae.
Wow.
What do they say? That she's been ordered to pay. So she's got jail time, or in addition to jail time, they're trying to make her pay $1,100 for his counseling. That's one session. Like, for real. Like, in the counseling world, $1,100 ain't shit. That's gonna get you maybe a few visits. That's definitely not gonna help you get over the sexual abuse that your teacher did to you at a young age.
Right.
Just saying.
11,000? Is that it?
No, 1,100.
Oh, 1,100.
1,000.
That's a visit and a half.
Thank you.
people.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't understand why they ordered her to pay that.
That's an intake.
Right. Right. That's an intake meeting. Like,
Wow.
there was another one too. Another woman that was caught sleeping with the student. But then it gets worse because not only did the lady sleep with the student, she was actually taking the boy on vacation trips with her family, with her husband and her family and their kids. but she was fucking the kid.
Wow.
And I'm like,
How does your husband not notice?
oh, get this. The husband was supporting her the whole time. He said he doesn't believe it. He thinks it's all lies, and he's supporting her all the way to the end.
Wow.
Okay.
Now, I feel like this is where society gets different with shit like this.
Oh, yeah.
Had this been a dude and it was the wife, she would have immediately been like, screw you, you're a fucking freak, you're a pedophile, I'm out.
Right.
Why does it seem like we're so much more lenient on women? Like, when it comes to
I
women
think
doing it, do you see it as different or do
well,
you see it as like, in your personal opinion, do
In
you see it
my
as the
personal
same thing?
opinion, I think a woman who does things with a child is way more gross than a dude, even though that's still gross. But I feel like we know that men can be that disgusting, and you don't see women as being disgusting. You see them as
Right.
like nurturing and loving. And so when you see someone be able to exploit a child like that, you're like, you're the fucking worst. You're a goddamn monster. And we should fucking burn you alive.
Right.
Right.
Like, in my opinion, I see it as a way worse offense than a dude.
Well, I appreciate that because I feel like society a lot of times goes the opposite route. And they're like, oh, well, that kid scored.
Right.
Like, that's how dudes look at it. Like, people's society will be like, oh, well.
But that's a dude mentality, though.
That's true.
That's the macho thought where it's like, oh, my 15-year-old son fucked a full-grown woman. Gross, dude. Gross. But that Mary Kay Letourneau girl, whatever her name is that what her name is? The one that used to fuck her student, she got caught, got put in jail. She was pregnant with his child. They had kids.
Oh, I remember
She got
that.
out of jail. He fucking married her ass.
Yes, I remember
They have
that.
2 kids now who are teenagers who don't understand why they're fucked up. Oh, I don't know, because your mom's a rapist.
Right.
Yeah. That's crazy shit, though. But it's true, though. I feel like the world is like, society is just way more lenient on females doing that versus males. When it's a man, it's like we treat him like R. Kelly.
Yeah,
Like-
and also a lot of people don't believe that men can be sexually abused. So that's another thing.
Right.
So
And that's a problem within itself.
like, can he really be raped? Because like you can't get hard unless you are turned on, right? So
lies.
I think I know people who have had fear boners. I'm pretty sure.
Here's the thing, though, and you're very right. And here's the thing. I gotta say this. Stop simplifying us, like, as men. Like, stop thinking that just because it's a woman and a vagina involved, like, we're just okay with it. Like, that's not the fucking case.
Right.
Like, not every woman makes my dick hard. Not every fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, not just because a dude has a fucking boner doesn't mean that he's hot. He has a hots for this particular person. Like,
Right.
hell, we get like at least on average 7 to 8 boners just sleeping.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
The
that shows you.
struggle. At least your dick still gets hard. Some people need to take a little blue pill.
I wasn't complaining. I was trying to make a damn statement. Okay. Oh, but no, on some real shit though. I just feel like it's one of those things where people simplify men so much to just, we are just all about sex all the time. Like, sex is just okay no matter what, like how it happens or where it comes from.
Right.
That is not the fucking case. Just like we need to respect women and their sexual, like, you know, their sexual behaviors and things like that and protect that, we need to respect the men's sexual behaviors as well, because not all men are out here just
Right.
fucking just, oh yeah, cool, like I want a teacher to rape me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because that's essentially what it is. It's fucking rape. Whether you want to say it or not, it's rape. That kid got raped.
Right.
And he could have issues from that.
Right. Because
Right.
they do.
But here's the problem with society is if he tries to go to a counselor later on in his life and try to talk about that, how many people are going to take him seriously?
Very few.
And that's the issue right
Right.
there. It's just like how when it... I'm sorry, I can't even say this point now. I was going to say it's just like how when dudes get hit by women, like get beat up by women.
Oh yeah.
It's...
Segue back to the beginning.
Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to rewind that because...
Full circle.
Because I feel like if that nigga came in and told me that, I'd be like, what? I'm like, she beating your ass, nigga? Like, what?
At least she didn't kill you.
Right, at least, right? Like,
You
she
got a
didn't
black
Lorena
eye,
Bobbitt you.
You got a black guy
Well-
nigga.
Which, that is extreme. That is...
My coworker actually was talking about that today, and I was like, she's like, man, I didn't realize how abusive this dude was, and I'm like, yeah, the fucker was controlling and crazy and cheating on her and drove her insane, you're gonna get your dick cut off. Like, it's gonna happen.
Yeah, he left himself open for that. But I saw...
Also, don't sleep with the woman that you're driving crazy. That's the
true.
worst
Well, that's the problem.
idea.
Well, true, but these dudes think they get comfortable.
Right.
Because they think they're in control.
Right.
That's where the cockiness comes in. You know, they say pride comes before the fall.
Mm-hmm.
They're sleeping next to this woman thinking that they got her in check. Like, oh, she's not going to touch me. She's scared of me.
Right.
Well, yeah, you found out differently.
She knows you're a real heavy sleeper, so...
Apparently, because my thing is how the hell, to this day, I still wonder how the fuck she was able to pull his pants down, grab his dick,
and chop it clear off.
And chop it off, and like you didn't feel or move or you didn't know none of that was going on.
I get a fucking paper cut and I cry like a bitch. I don't know how you can't feel a fucking butcher's knife going through your dick.
I'm just saying, how do you
That's
sleep
so
through
fucking
that?
crazy, man.
Well, somebody posted a meme. It was this girl that I know, and it made me look at her like, wow, you are fucking nuts. But like,
It wasn't me.
No, it wasn't
me.
you. It wasn't you. It was another girl that I know from school when I used to go to school. She posted a meme talking about doing like a paper cut on his dick, like down the urethra, like putting a piece of paper in between. And
I've seen that.
No.
I've seen that, and I was like, I don't have a penis, and my fake penis hurts.
Right, that made me twitch. Like I was like,
ow.
oh god, like just picturing that,
Wow.
like a piece of paper in between your urethra,
And then someone just yanks it.
sliding it. Oh,
No. No.
I'm hurting. I need Jesus.
Y'all need Jesus.
I have nightmares for that shit.
Like I don't. People out there is crazy in the world. Oh, so before we get too off base,
Because it always happens.
yes, we do. Especially when me and Eve start talking, we get way off
Fucking
base.
tangents, man.
I know. It's
Tangents.
because we like to talk. That's our problem. So, one of the things that I wanted to do with having a woman on is we're going to do. So we had hashtag Black Facts. So now we're gonna do. I don't have a hashtag for this. What do we think we should name this hashtag? Basically, it's like it's facts about women in history, things that we should know because it's not gonna be talked about in your fucking history books in school. We all know that.
Exactly.
I
So-
mean, it might be, but not to the extent.
Yeah, not like we gonna do it up in her. So,
No,
so with that being
mom.
said, I'm gonna let Eve go ahead and put y'all up on game. So she's gonna bring us a facts about a woman in history who's done something. Is it one or two? You said you had.
I don't know. What do you
Well,
want me to do?
just
Do you want
start
me to
with-
do one that actually was recognized and then one that wasn't?
Yeah, sure. Let's do it. Let's
All right.
put these folks up on game. They need to know. It's Women's History Month, so y'all need to know this shit.
Right.
Okay, what are we hashtagging this?
Break down it.
Hashtag Ladies Rock. Hashtag Girls Rule. Hashtag I don't know what else.
I like either one of those. Hashtag Who Run the World, girls.
Thank you. Who run the world?
Even though she don't like
DA.
Beyonce.
That's the only Beyonce song that I'm about. That's the only one.
Okay,
That's the only
Beehive,
one.
don't come after me. That's what she said. So if y'all hear this, Beehive, go after her.
They fucking deadly, man.
Okay, so let's see here. Woman that was recognized. I'm gonna go with, because I'm a nerd. I'm gonna go with Marie Curie. She was a French-Polish physicist. Ooh, science. Science, bitch. So she used to do work with her husband. She's credited for actually coming up with what we now call radioactivity. Like she figured out what it was. Her and her husband, along with some other dude, I don't remember his name. Don't ask me questions.
Yeah, it's about women.
They actually got the Nobel Prize for finding out. Gosh, I can't even remember now. They all shared the prize for physics, and then she later went on, and she's the only woman actually to get a Nobel Prize twice in physics and chemistry. So
Oh, shit.
kudos to her.
Dope.
Nice.
She found actually two radioactive elements. So she's actually on the periodic table. Two elements are hers.
Nice.
So polonium and radium are hers. Thank you, Marie Curie.
Nice.
Nice.
Unfortunately, she died from radioactivity poisoning. Bummer.
That's not the way I was expecting that to end.
Right.
But needless to say, she was the shit.
Right.
Sounds like it. I mean, a periodic table is kind of a big deal.
Right.
Kinda. Sorta.
A little bit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's kind of like the periodic table.
Yeah, that's
kind
not
of
what
important.
we had to learn in school.
I fucking sucked at that shit,
Oh,
man.
fucking
Chemistry was
chemistry,
the
man.
worst.
Oh man.
That was the one subject I actually like struggled in. Like I had to actually like study.
Yeah.
Other fucking subjects I was pretty
man.
legit with, but chemistry, man, I had to go hard.
Yeah.
Like, and I came out with I think I came out with a B. Surprisingly, I thought I was just striving for a C.
Can I just pass?
That's just-
Right, I just wanted to see. Well, the C was so I wouldn't get my ass whooped
Yeah.
because my parents
No
was
about
not
that.
playing.
No.
Don't you bring nothing in here lower than no C.
Right.
Shit.
You got
they
a D and
didn't
an F? Nope.
They didn't fucking play around. That D, ooh. Yeesh.
That D wasn't even passing back in our day, though.
Oh, it wasn't. I know.
No,
That's what I'm
yeah.
saying. My parents didn't accept anything below a
We'll
C.
see.
And even then, they only told me that they wanted to see 2 C's at a maximum.
Right.
Like, that was the max I could give them. Everything else had to be A's and
Just
B's.
That's fucked up.
What?
No, just like that's fucked up that your parents were like, C is the bare minimum you can do.
I mean, but it pushed
But
me.
true. I mean, so here we go. Woman who was not recognized.
Oh, yeah, let's recognize her then.
We can recognize her. So this lady, Rosalind Franklin, she actually was the one that discovered that our DNA is a double helix.
That's important.
But 3 dudes took her idea and were like, hey, guess what? DNA has a double helix.
Wow.
And they got all the credit for it.
Of course.
She actually got ovarian cancer and died at 37. Never recognized until after she was dead. So then they figured out, oh shit, it was this Rosalind Franklin lady who actually figured out that our DNA has a double helix.
Nice.
And now she's recognized, but a little too late.
Right.
So how much longer after she died was she recognized, do you know?
Let me find out.
And what was it like? Did they say why that was like a big deal, learning that the DNA was a double helix? Or because I don't know, I'm not a science like super sciencey like that.
Well,
so
part of trying to break our DNA code is figuring out how our DNA fits together. So the fact that she figured out how the structure of a double helix works, like that in itself is a big accomplishment, because how do you fix something that you don't even know what it looks like?
right. No, I got you. So that answers my question. See, they say you learn something new every day.
Right.
This was my one thing.
I'm here for science. I don't know. It was probably. It says that in the 80s they gave her like a national honorary mention. So I mean,
An honorary mention.
yeah. So
Fuck.
So the woman died in 58,
Okay.
and then it wasn't until the 80s that someone was like, it wasn't those 3 dudes. It was someone else.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's some bullshit though. Like, why do people do that? Like, stop trying to take credit for other people's shit.
That's quote unquote the man trying to keep us down.
It is. It is. Well, with that being said, Google is trying to keep you knowing where the fuck you're at. So they have this new thing called no, I say that because they have now, so Google Maps, you know Google Maps, right? Well, now they're going to integrate this thing called AR Augmented Reality mode.
What?
Yeah. What
It
is
means that cheaters will get caught.
that?
Oh my God.
Basically what it does is, so basically you can hold your phone up using your camera and it will see the street, and your camera will be able to read where you're at, and it will give you big ass like fucking like augmented digital arrows telling you, like, if you're walking down the street in a city that you've never been because you're traveling or something, it will tell you with a big ass arrow like that on the street as you're looking at it. It'll be like, turn here to get to where the fuck you're going.
Google won't know if you're walking me right into the hood.
Oh, I'm sure they do. Google knows a lot of shit I'm finding out.
Google knows like my whole life apparently.
They do. And this is what's
because
crazy
I have
about it.
lots and lots of ads for them.
Oh, did I tell you about how they're gonna put Google Assistant into your text messages now? They're trying to put Google Assistant into your text messages. So what does that mean for you? That means that if you're texting someone And let's say we're talking about the movie Us. See, I love to talk about this movie with Eve because she loves scary movies. And
No, I love that shit.
Leave the building.
so let's just say we're talking about the movie Us. What will happen is Google Assistant, without talking to it. See, Google Assistant, you have to like say, "Hey Google," and it'll act. Oh, I'm sorry. It'll activate your phone.
Oh, you got that
Well,
shit in
Google
your phone?
Assistant will be in your text messages. You don't have to say anything. It will just go and find shit. So if I'm talking about the movie Us, it will go and find the show times for the movie Us with the nearest fucking theater to me, and then it will post the fucking times and show times in my text message thread.
Wow.
So it's basically me.
It's fucking weird though. Like it's
Right?
like listening to everything you say. So that's just a.
But
that's
it
just an
already
example.
listens to everything
That's
you
true,
say.
but do you really want shit? I don't want shit
I mean,
popping up in
Google
my
Assistant,
No.
I hope you like dirty talk because that's all you're going to be hearing on my
They're probably
text
gonna be seeing
messages.
a lot of Pornhub links.
Lots of Pornhub. I'm like, oh, not today, Google, not
Right,
today.
you say something about doggy style, and it's like it sends you like the top like
Shit.
videos of the day, like
Oh my
from
God.
Pornhub.
I'm like, ooh,
I feel like that's gonna get a lot of people in trouble.
Right.
yeah.
It's gonna get a lot of people in trouble. I just don't know if I like that. I know that we're
I
getting listened to
mean-
all the time, but I don't like the fact that something's just gonna be like popping up.
Yeah.
In my, like if I want to know like the show times for something, or if I want to go watch porn, I can just go and do that on my own. I don't need.
Also, how lazy are we? We're really
Right.
we're
Right?
really gonna be like Wall-E, you know? Like we're
That's
gonna be
true.
like
I feel
on
like-
these chairs and everyone's just gonna like the
Right.
digital stuff's just gonna come to us.
Right.
That's very true.
Like I'm just gonna have to think it. Like, listen, I'm too fucking lazy to even say it.
I feel like that's. What's
But I
gonna
wanna
happen.
watch some
everything's gonna
porn.
get out to TVs and shit.
Yeah, well, you talk to all your shit.
Right.
You don't need a remote anymore. Amazon is trying to come out with a fucking device that actually sits at your house
Right.
and will go and get your package for you.
Right.
So those people that order Amazon a lot,
Yeah.
you won't ever like you'll
I
have
can
like
get a little
hub.
Amazon robot.
It will be an
Yeah.
Amazon robot. I'm not kidding. It's a
Yeah.
little hub and
it?
it sits out at your house and it's a little robot on wheels.
Right.
And
If I
when
can
you-
put a butler outfit on him, done. I'm buying it.
she's like, yes, give me the T1000.
Right.
What's the most expensive? What colors do they come in?
Right. That I don't know, but they are test driving that. That's a real thing. It's actually happening
Yeah.
now, and they are test driving it. Just like the Google Augmented Reality, they haven't released it to the public like as of yet, but it's something that they're working on. They are testing it with certain people. So that's the
Speaking
thing.
of technology,
Oh.
this morning I read that. Who reads anymore? But Tesla is coming up with this pet mode. And so you can put your car in pet mode if you have your pets in the car and you need to like run into the store and leave your pets in the car, and it'll leave the AC on, and then there'll be a message that scrolls across the front windshield that says, "Don't worry, my owner will be back shortly. I'm okay." So people don't bust your windows trying to save your dog. So
Wow.
Tesla's trying to come up with that, and I was like, whoa.
That's slick, though. I kind of like that, and especially in Arizona.
Right?
That would be huge out
But
here.
also, I'm not gonna take my dogs out grocery shopping and then be like, "Okay, boys, wait in the car." Like,
Well, yeah,
who
you shouldn't
does
do
that?
Yeah, you shouldn't do that. But I mean, if you're gonna go on a short, like little errand run, and you want to take your dog on a, because dogs like car rides and stuff. I get that.
Oh,
And
they
some people's
do.
dogs are their kids,
Right.
so they take them
Right.
everywhere. But my thing is like what you said. If it's gonna be a long where you're gonna be in the store, fucking.
Forever.
Right.
Yeah, if you're going actual grocery shopping, don't bring your dog. Or if you can bring your dog in with you, just bring the dog in with you. I
Right.
like seeing little puppies at the store. I
Oh my gosh, I bet. He's probably like, puppy, get off my dog. That's what Back away.
You know I'm a sucker for little dogs. But when you got them big ass fucking beast looking things, fuck them service dogs. I ain't worried about them damn service dogs. Fuck your service dog. I can't even pet the motherfucker.
You
Right.
can't. They're working. Like strippers, you can't touch them.
Only in certain states. Only in certain states. Is that like that here in Phoenix?
You can't touch strippers here.
You can't? Oh,
No,
the
you-
fuck if I know. I don't frequent stripper. I don't see the point in it. I told you that.
I mean, I don't like wasting my money either, but
yeah.
I'm just saying, you cannot touch the strippers.
Yeah.
You touch, you buy. Maybe. No, wait, that's Asian stores. Never mind.
I had a friend of mine that was like, man, fuck a strip club. He's like, if I want to see naked bitches, he's like, I'll just sit at home, turn on porn, throw my money at the TV, and then when I'm done, and I'll just go pick up my money and put it back in my pocket.
Right.
I was like, you are a genius.
You are a wise man.
You are. Yes, a wise man once said. So, well, look, I appreciate everybody listening. I gotta get this, this thing cut down. So thank you guys for listening. Of course, this is the first rendition of this, the women's version of this show that we're doing. Like I said, I'm trying to do these once a month. I may have a different guest. I may have Miss Eve on again and speak her craziness. Y'all let me know. So we'll see what happens. We'll see how it goes. But either way,
he hangs out with me too much. The Latino's coming out.
So either way, we're gonna make it happen. So happy fucking what was it? Women's Month.
Women's
History Month.
Women's History Month.
And International Women's Day was
last Friday.
Last Friday. So I missed you
and
on
Captain
that.
Marvel came out.
Which sucks.
Captain Marvel came. Wow.
Which apparently sucked. But she's cute, so go watch it anyway.
Only watching purely because of the Avengers. That's the only reason.
Yeah, well, a lot of people are just watching it for the Avengers. But, like I said, I appreciate, Miss Eve coming on the show, putting up with this nonsense. No, I won't say nonsense. I like our product.
On a regular.
I feel like we put out some good stuff, and Miss Eve is cool as shit. So, with that being said, I'm out. It's your boy HL. We got your boy Cosign Kev is in the building. And then we got Miss Eve.
Bye, guys.
Special guest signing off, and we are Audi 5Gs on them. Peace.
Yeah.